Well, what's up, and welcome back to Campfire Convos. On this episode, I got my buddy Swan with me, and we're going to talk about family, sports, and some upcoming plans for this year. So I hope you enjoy the conversation. But that's all I got. Enjoy the show.
What we got here?
Got some Andy's Shandy from the Brew Bank in Ridgway, PA, and I want to see this reaction.
Yeah. Well, it's got a touch of home for me.
Yeah,
which is nice.
Yeah, you're into the woods.
Yeah, it's good.
Tell me it's not the best
really
damn
good.
beer.
I haven't had a shandy in a little bit. It's been a minute.
I say summer beer. I drink these all winter.
You can drink that all year round. That's easy.
Yeah, for the podcast I've been drinking. I'm like, I always want one. I'm like,
yeah,
I can't. I have to save it for the podcast.
yeah. So do you go up there? Like, do you make trips up to Brew Bank and stuff like?
Yeah. So I mean, it's a family camps out that way.
Yeah.
So it's just an excuse to go up there, pretty much.
Yeah.
But I'm making friends with them, like the business owners and just different people.
Yeah.
And that takes me there a lot more too. So it's nice to have an excuse to go visit, and then that's a nice little bonus to come home with some of these. And
how'd you get connected with them? Like, what was
one day and started bullshitting with the one guy, and turned out to be the owner.
Yeah.
And every time I go there, we just talk, and we talk business stuff, fun stuff. He's a really cool dude. He does a lot. He does crazy shit.
Yeah.
And something I didn't realize was how many people from that area are like nationally known for different things, like acting or singing or outdoor stuff. And there's a lot of very well-known people in that area.
Yeah.
And not that I wasn't expecting it, I just didn't know to the extent that it really was.
Yeah, well, it's so, it's so remote up there, too. Like, it's fun. Like, I grew up near Ridgway. Like, I'm 15 minutes from there. My dad actually worked in Ridgway most of his career.
Well, that's cool.
And so I'm familiar with them, played sports against them growing up and stuff.
Yeah.
But it's funny, like, when living in Pittsburgh for 10 years now, I still tell people, they're like, do you know where St. Mary's is? Yeah. And I'll go to Du Bois is like the next general location. And then if they don't know that, it's like, well, I'm like an hour from State College. Like, and most people know where Penn State is, State College. So yeah, it's country, man. It's out in the middle of nowhere.
Dude, I love it.
It's hard to get there too.
I love it so much.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I've learned, because the main way that it's a family camp. We've gone up there for as long as I can remember.
Yeah.
But recently, like the last probably 4 years or so now, I started going up there by myself and exploring more separate from what I grew up doing. Because we'd go up there, we basically spend all of our time at camp. We'd go into town for like food and then maybe breakfast.
Yeah.
Then we go back to camp. That was it. We didn't really explore. And then I started going up there and exploring myself and finding all these different things and meeting all these different people. And I'm like, I really want to be up here more often. But the thing was, we always went up the same exact way. Like, there was one route, that's the way we went, because it was just the fastest way, and there was no way to get to that route any other way. But they closed one of the key parts for that, and because they closed that, it forced us to learn all these other ways. And so the GPS would I would follow the GPS because it would take me a different way. And I'd be like, I have no idea where I'm at for like 20 minutes. And all of a sudden, I'm like, oh, no, I'm right here.
You pop out and
you pop out. You're like, oh, well, this was a back road that connects to here.
Yeah.
And there's so much of that where it's like you just go back and forth.
Yeah.
Or you're just driving, and then it's like, huh.
It's small enough. You pop out. You're like, oh, yeah, I know that. It's funny because like when we, now it's a little bit different with the GPS. Like, you can get to my parents' house, but there was a time where my dad would be like, if, directing somebody to our house or whatever, don't put in the GPS, because you're not going to wind up where we live. You're going to wind up a mile down the road, some back road. Yep. And
probably not a good back road to be on.
Yeah, back when we didn't have cell service at the house. You know what I mean? Turning your phone upside down on the window to send a text message in high school. That's the type of shit.
Try wrapping it in foil. And come on, Sam.
Yeah, it's way ahead of our time. Yeah, trying to think of shit. Dude, I was thinking, even before we started, like, it's been a little bit since we've seen each other.
Yeah, it has been. Yeah, the championship party would have been the last time.
Yeah, back in the fall, back in August.
Yeah,
I feel like it's the longest we've gone from catching up for a while.
A long time, too long.
Yeah,
shame on us.
Well, we've been trying to get this together for a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah. It's this scheduling shit. I love the podcast. I absolutely love the podcast.
Yeah.
But figuring out how to do it strictly in person has been a hurdle, and especially through the winter, because like, we had 3 dates we had to reschedule because it was like 5 degrees out. Like, sit outside in 5 degrees, get fucked. Like,
we had a real winter.
Yeah,
this year,
real
right?
winter.
Like the last 2 months have been brutal.
Yeah.
Dude, I think about. I always tell people the first time I met you, I was like, who is this kid? Shows up to softball practice, and he's got both feet like in the batter's box together, just together with a pink bat just resting on your shoulder. And I'm like, who is this kid? There is no damn way that he can. There's no way.
Why is he on the field?
Yeah. And then 350 missiles. Just spraying him. I'm like, okay, he can play. This kid's got it.
You're going to make me blush.
Tell me about, I kind of actually want to hear about, like, some of your earliest baseball memories. Because, like, I know your dad, like, obviously JT, I've gotten to know JT a little bit. Yeah. And, like, I love your dad. He's the man. Like, what was growing up like some of your earliest baseball memories and stuff? And
so the first one that comes to mind is a little bit later. So I'll start with that one and then rewind a little bit. But so I used to go up to that ball field we talked about, West Lebanon ball field. It's not far from here.
Yeah, I've played there a couple times now.
And I would watch my dad play with him and his buddies. I mean, adult league, right? Mm-hmm. And before the games, I would go out and take ground balls and basically just shag BP.
Yeah.
And I was out there one time in like shallow left field, and someone hit a fucking rocket, and it one hopped and hit me right in the chest, and the entire team like stopped. And I remember going,
How old were you?
I died maybe 7.
7
or 8.
Yeah.
And I mean, I don't know how hard it actually was. I know it felt hard.
Yeah.
But it hit me like straight in the sternum, just like knocked the air out of me. And everyone was freaking out, and I was like, "No, I'm fine." Because I wasn't supposed to be out. I wasn't supposed to be that close.
Yeah.
So I'm like, "Oh no, that didn't hurt me at all."
Yeah.
And then meanwhile, I'm like, "That hurt so bad." Like,
you probably needed that.
Yes.
That got you really into
you
it.
Start paying attention.
Yeah. Exactly.
But yeah, so that's one of my earlier ones. But the earliest I can remember is probably just playing wiffle ball with my grandma, actually. So big baseball family all around.
Yeah.
And I'm positive that I would have been playing with like my dad and mom, but I can very vividly remember playing we lived in a duplex, and we were in the backyard, and I had a little tee and wiffle ball, and I would hit it off the tee, and I got tired of hitting off the tee, so I don't want my grandma to throw it to me. And she'd throw it at me, and I'd hit her. I'd hit right back up the middle and hit her, and she'd yell at me, and I thought it was hilarious. So I basically just played it as a game where I was trying to hit my grandma the whole time.
Well, I know where that comes from because I've seen you hit up the middle before.
Yeah.
Sometimes on purpose.
Yeah, it's a habit. It takes a little while to break. You know?
Yeah.
But yeah, it was just be hours and hours just hitting wiffle balls, hitting off tees, and just playing different games. I mean, hitting was always, I was always better at hitting than fielding by a lot, like not even fucking close, right? And not like compared to other people, just for myself. And it wasn't until after college when I got actually confident in fielding.
It's crazy to me because I've seen you field for the last, seen you play for the last 7 years, and I know like just what you're capable of.
It was literally just a flip switch of like, not that it doesn't matter because like I'm competitive and it always matters, but like, oh fuck it, like I'm just playing and I'm playing to play.
Yeah.
And I think that's when I got comfortable with the glove and I can make plays. I have a decent arm. Better
than decent.
Average.
I'll pat you on the back if you want yourself. How's that?
I appreciate it. No, but my glove was just not there, and when I started playing with you guys and started really getting my confidence up is when it was just like, oh yeah, that was a cool play. That was, and then I'd like do something. I'd be like, oh yeah, and then after the game, I'd be like, how the fuck did I even do that?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know how my body moved that way. I don't know how I picked that. I didn't see me pick it, so like I'm just like eyes closed. And
why didn't I think like this like all the time?
Yeah, exactly.
Right? Yeah.
Like if I could have just played like that in college, I could have played more defense. And I mean, I like DH and stuff in college, so there was that. But if I'm being honest, DHing best position.
Oh.
You mean I just get to hit the whole time?
It's awesome.
Yes, let's do that.
Yeah.
But I would have liked to help my team more and be more of an assistant that way.
Yeah.
But it was just I was such a head case with defense. And thankfully, and my dad definitely ingrained this, but my coach was also really good in college about offense is one thing, defense is another thing. Don't let them affect each other. So even if I had an error and I had an at-bat, it's not like I was
such a good
my
point.
Head.
Yeah.
Which I think is a huge thing for a lot of athletes.
I've been guilty of that plenty where, like, I strike out and then it affects you on the defense side. And your coaches would always tell you, I remember, my dad was very big influence, coached, a lot of my time playing. And we had another guy who I really respected as a coach. His name's Kevin, and they would always talk about that, right? Like, and it's hard. And when you're 16 in your head and you're like, fuck, I just struck out.
Yep.
Like, and then it carries over to the defense, but you really have to separate them.
Yeah.
Because it's a big part of, like, you're like, hey, man, we need your glove still.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think with pretty much anything, but especially sports, the more you press to do better, the worse you do.
Yeah.
Like, you've put the hours in, you've done the practice. Trust yourself, do what you know you're supposed to do. Don't do too much.
Yep.
Don't try to hose to do that at home because you just K'd. Do the play that you're supposed to play.
Yeah.
And I think that's a really overshadowed thing.
Playing within yourself.
Yes.
And I've always liked your, even though, we didn't play competitively in high school together, but we've had a pretty good run here playing softball and stuff. And
a couple championships
you
together.
Always, yes sir,
Hell
yes sir, yeah, 2-2 now, yeah, just got one last year, and you would always be the one who kind of calmed the waters because you came into it with that, for lack of a better term, that nonchalant kind of mindset. Like, I know you're a competitive guy, but you were always like, we're just having fun out here, boys.
That's all it is, dude.
Yeah, like no pressure in your mind, and you were always good at that, and that it wears off. Yeah. You feel that as a teammate too, which I always appreciated.
I think my approach for being a teammate was I always want to be the teammate that I need.
Yeah.
And sometimes growing up, now it's just second nature. Like, that's just how I am. I'm nonchalant, I think, would be a good way to describe that. But it wasn't always that way. It took a lot of practice to get there, right?
Sure.
But growing up, I think that's what I needed was like and my dad was really good at it. Like, hey, get your head up, fucking get out there and play defense. You can do that.
Yeah.
Next time you're up the plate, hit the ball. You can do that. Like, and once you learn that, it's frustrating to see other people not have that because, like, okay, just for you an example, and I'm not saying this is you, I'm just for example, but like, okay, you strike out. And then you go into the field and you're fucking, slapping your glove and, hissy fitting on your way out.
Yeah.
Hey, get your head up. Go make a play.
Yeah.
It's not, I'm fucking mad, I got to do this. It's just, hey.
When I think as you get older and you realize that, and then you kind of look around and you think about the effect it has on your teammates, or it can.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's a big thing. So, that's so funny you mentioned that because I that's something I realized later in life is, and that can be a life lesson in general is, not living in the past or hanging on to some things and really just staying present.
Yep.
Thinking about what you can do next to maybe improve what happened. Sports is such a big teacher in that, man. Like, I know that you're thankful for all the opportunities you had to play sports growing up, and as you get older, it's like, damn, team sports taught me a lot that I still carry every day in my job and my, personal relationships and stuff.
Yeah. Has literally made me who I am.
Yeah.
Like the different sports and stuff.
Yeah.
Just, I legitimately would not be who I am today without them.
Yeah.
And I think it goes to the teammates that I've had, the coaches that I've had, the challenges that you face with these different sports.
Getting a little smoky over here.
Yeah, I'm trying to get some.
I'm doing good. I had a little bit in my eyes there for a second. We're all right.
That's hot, damn.
How big of an influence was and I know he was, but I just like to hear it, like JT in your life, as especially sports. Like, did he coach you all the way through? Like kind of my dad did?
So he started coaching me in Junior Legion.
Okay. So was that like 13, 14-year-olds, kind of that
right
range?
around there.
Yeah.
And then coached me from there until college.
Yeah.
But I mean, he was always at games, and not just baseball. Like he always coached me for baseball. He didn't coach me anything else, but he was always at all of the things. And I mean, I played 5 sports my senior year, so like he'd be at like a golf match, just following. He'd be in a golf cart with my pap, following us, and I'd hit a shot. Like, fuck, and I'd look over, and they'd be like,
JT,
yep.
Keep the head up.
Yeah.
Keep going, baby.
Yep.
You're good. Next
time.
shot now.
Yep.
Next shot. Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, words can't even put it. I can't describe how big of an influence he's been. He's been my idol forever, and it's funny because probably the best compliment that I can get even now is just how much I remind people of him. So whether it's I'm on a baseball field, we have the same swing, or talking, like I'll answer the phone and be like, "Oh my God, you sounded just like your dad." Like I love that so much.
Yeah.
Because I look up to him so much.
Yeah. JT?
Yeah.
Oh my.
Yeah,
oh, Mitch.
Literally.
Yeah.
Like if I answer his phone, I'm like, "Hello." I'm like, JT, what's up? I'm like, "Oh, this is Mitch." Just like, what?
Love that. Love that.
But yeah, I mean, haven't had him and my mom biggest supporters, and just biggest idol for me. Looking at like growing up, having someone who cared about the game so much, and I think that's a big part of why I've done what I've done with baseball, is because I've cared about it so much. And I'm kind of big into that like love the game and it takes care of you kind of thing, where if you put your work in, it comes back to you somehow. You might not understand or know how that's going to be, and it might not be as a player, it might be as a coach, it might be as a dad just helping your kid one day. It looks different for everyone. But yeah, I mean, it's really hard to describe how much of an impact he's had.
Yeah. Was he? Because JT was kind of like my dad. I know even when I finished up, like he was such in that coach mindset, and he loved helping kids and mentoring and coaching, that he kept with it. Yeah. He was. I mean, even after I graduated, he was on the varsity football staff for 10 years. After I graduated, and baseball, same thing. Still coached Legion. It's cool because you can tell those kind of guys, that's what they love to do. It's not just my kids playing right now, that's why I'm here. It's I love this game and I want to give back to it. Yeah. Which I'm like, I hope I can be in those shoes someday too. Yes. Whether it's with my own kid or just in general,
I can't wait for that too. And I am positive when you get there, you're going to kill it. Positive. To see the mindset you have, and I mean, the conversations we've had about not just games, or not just sports, but like life. Yeah. And I think that's actually something that's really underrated as a coach, especially for younger athletes, is yes, this game is very important and it teaches you a lot of stuff, but it's a small piece of the bigger picture. And I would personally like to see a lot of youth sports take a step way back from the competitiveness. Competitive is good, right? Don't get me wrong at all. I'm a super competitive person, so I will never say competition is bullshit. Yeah. But I do think, like, okay, you're throwing a 13-year-old pitcher 9 innings because you want to win this Little League game. Yeah. You're going to blow out his arm before he even reaches close to his peak.
I don't even know what the the pitch limits, obviously, growing up and stuff. I don't know if they've modified now. It's been so long since I've known what youth baseball is, but I remember games like, did you pitch when you were growing up and stuff?
Not really, not a ton.
Yeah. See, I was pitching early. Like I started, that was kind of my first thing, was like on the mound, like 8, 9 years old, kind of that minor league age when you first move up from T-ball, getting into the, the real pitching. That's my first start. And then I don't know what your senior or your Little League was like. It was 10, 11, 12-year-olds for us was the age group. Yeah. I think a lot of them are 10, 11 now, but I pretty much only pitched. Like, that was my thing.
That's cool.
But then I kind of grew out of that. Like, and I always think back, I'm going off on a tangent now, but like I think about like kind of my progression to like pitching at a young age and then playing almost exclusively like middle infield and now playing outfield and softball. I'm like, why didn't I play outfield this whole time in Little League and senior Little League in high school? And I wish I would have. That's my one regret is I wish I would have played outfield from kind of the jump.
That is hilarious because I was the exact opposite.
You were playing outfield.
I played outfield and then moved in as I...
Yeah.
Like, I didn't play infield.
Yeah.
I played some, like, here and there. And, like... So at our school, we were small. So if, like, the shortstop went to pitch, I would go to shortstop for, like, a game. But I was center field. Like, I was in the outfield. Yeah. And then I got to college. And, college...
Did you only DH at La Roche?
Sorry, did I what?
Did you only DH?
I was like our second string everything. So like I caught some, I played first base some, I played third base some, I played left some, I played right some. I didn't play much center, and I didn't play any of the middle infield. And I didn't pitch at all. I tried, like I did pitching some, but I wanted to hit, and none of our pitchers were allowed to hit, so I was like, fuck that. So coach would be like, hey, go throw some, and I'd be like, I'm going to throw one over there, one over there. Like, I guess I just got to hit.
Let me nuke this thing.
Exactly. So Little League I caught, and then I went to center field, and then I was corners in the infield, and then softball I got to middle infield.
Yeah.
And, I mean, shortstop is my favorite.
I mean, you look natural there.
You make me blush.
If I could say. But you can play. You're such a utility guy. You can play anywhere. And I know you hate to play outfield these days, especially when John throws you out there and you're like, do I show up tonight?
Yeah. So I get mad at myself because growing up it was always like if I played where I had to play. That was the expectation. Yeah. And I think I have changed a lot as an adult. I'm like, fuck this. I want to do this thing. That's why I'm here. Yeah. It's not for that. I'm not fucking doing it. But then if I'm in a pinch and it's like, well, we need someone. I'm like, fine. Like,
I guess I'm good enough to do that. Yeah.
It's not even that. I hate it so much.
Yeah.
No, but my issue with outfield is I hurt my arm every time I'm out there. Like, I can throw from shortstop all day and be fine. Yeah. If I take one throw from the outfield, my arm's hanging for a week. So, like...
So my limit now is 2 games a week. If it stretches to 3, I mean that elbow is hurting a lot if it's 3 games a week. And this last year we had so many rainouts, and it's like you're July, August, and you're playing 3, sometimes 4 games a week.
Well, I think it worked out because I got to make a lot more games because you had somebody push back.
Yeah,
but there was a week last year because I played with you guys, and I played in that Sunday league team. Yeah. And I want to say it was 8 games in like 4 days.
It's crazy.
Something stupid, dude.
Yeah.
And as a 30-year-old dude who doesn't get in shape or like isn't practicing, that was a lot of shit. My arm's hanging after game 3, and I'm like, I got 5 more games. What are we doing?
Dude, when we played that the tournament up here, like 5 games. I think we played in that one day, and then we went to the beach and we went to Ocean City. I'm sure we can talk about that some here. That might be a whole segment.
Yes.
Our Ocean City trips, but that was when I found out. I'm like, yep, 5's the number. Yeah. Anymore, I'm
too much.
Yeah, I'll play the first inning. Yeah. Lay me down.
Can we have a pinch hitter? Or, I mean, just take me out of the game.
Yeah.
Pitch.
Yeah.
It's funny how that comes. Like growing up, you're like, don't take me out of the game ever. Now you're like, please, for the love of God, get me out.
Isn't that crazy? Because you're exactly right. Like, if you'd have told me growing up, like, 15 years old, like, hey, we're a weekend tournament, we're going to play so-and-so here, you're like, you're not happy. Yeah. Like, you're very upset with that. Now it's like, 5th game at Ocean City. Hey, get me one?
Yeah.
Give me
just 1 inning, please.
Yeah.
Give me an extra breather.
Yes.
Someone fall going out there. Give me 5 extra seconds to breathe.
Yes. Yeah. Especially when you get in that loser's bracket and you got to play, right?
Yeah.
You're going back to back the whole way.
Back to back until you lose.
Yes.
Or win out.
Yeah.
And you're always playing to win out because competitive.
Yeah.
But
we've been there. We've been there where we lost that first game, and then you're working your way back the whole way through, and you win 3 games, 4 games. And yeah, it's those days, they're fun, and but it's a lot.
Oh, it's
a lot. Yeah. My dad, they used to talk about like these softball leagues back in the days in small towns. I mean, they had so many teams, like, because everybody grew up with 6 siblings, right? Yeah. And so everybody's playing sports, and they had these softball leagues where it was like, they talked about traveling every weekend to a tournament. I can't imagine, like, Friday to Sunday all the time. And Yeah, so when I tell him that, oh yeah, we played like 40 games this summer, he's like, rookie numbers, still jack those up, you know.
At least
like, we played 100 games in the summer. You don't know about some of those old timers' tales sometimes, but I'm like, I think that's legit. Yeah.
Like, is that exaggerated, or is that like maybe a little bit how exaggerated is it?
Yes.
And then I'm starting to get my own, which I'm sure you are too. Now that you're like, you tell stories about like high school and stuff, you're like, yeah, I used to throw like 96. Like,
well. Yeah, I know I never touched those numbers. Maybe you.
You can tell people that, though. They're not going to know. Like, before I threw my arm out, I was hitting, like, 95.
Yeah, it's at the point now where we're talking, like, half a lifetime ago.
Yeah.
Right? When we were in high school and that age and stuff, which is crazy.
Crazy to say, dude.
It's so crazy.
It doesn't feel that long ago. Like, I feel like the memories you have can be so vivid that it's like it was yesterday.
It is.
Like,
yeah. It's like still dreaming about that stuff sometimes. Like, I know you played football too. Mm-hmm. Like, Friday night lights. I mean, there's nothing better.
Yeah.
That was awesome.
That actually brings me to a question. What was your, like, if you had to pick one high school sport, what was yours? Like, what would your choice be?
I think football, just for the locker room aspect, man. Like, the bond I felt like that we made in football was different. And I played basketball. It was funny because I played baseball growing up, you know, since I was 5 years old. Mm-hmm. But I actually got to, when I was in 8th grade, my dad was like, hey, well, you know, the school doesn't have baseball yet at that point, not till you're in high school, obviously, freshman ball and varsity ball. Mm-hmm. So I actually went out for track my 8th grade year, and I did not want to at first. And like I played quarterback at the time, and he's like, go out and throw javelin. 1 week of javelin practice, I never threw the javelin in a meet once. I started sprinting. I got in with the sprinters, and I liked it. And that was actually, so it's the question like that you asked me, like track was actually kind of one of the more rewarding sports because it kept me in shape all year round. It got me faster. It taught me proper running form. It's hard. Yeah. Like, I will say, track practice was the worst. Out of all the sports I played, the worst for sure.
Yeah.
But I would say, football was the bonds that you made with the guys in the locker room. That's just different. Yeah. It's different. Baseball is on a similar level, though. Like, like that was one of the reasons I stuck with track all spring because, you know, I knew I was going to play a lot in the summer. Mm-hmm. Baseball was going to be there from May to August, for sure. And when you're 14, 15, 16, 17, like, I don't know if you were the same way, but I was playing like 3 teams a summer. Mm-hmm. You know, I had my weekend team. I had my weekday Little League team, you know, when I was 15, 16. And then there might have been, I played Legion from a young age. Mm-hmm. When I started, you could kind of start at any age, but I joined when I was 16 for Legion ball. Yeah. But I didn't play that first year with a lot of like the 18 to 19-year-olds. Mm-hmm. But you still had senior Little League to kind of fall back on. Yeah. So it was a nice breakup for me of having track in the spring, and then I'm playing 2 or 3 teams in the summer, baseball already. Not getting burned out by it too. But yeah, because what did you? So you played baseball, football. Did you play basketball?
My senior year, I did football
and you golfed. Yeah,
basketball, baseball, and track.
So what was it like? What was golf and football both in the fall? Yeah. How did you manage that? So
for fall was football and golf. I would go to football practice. Yeah. And games, obviously. Don't miss the games. But after football practice, I would drive to the golf course and golf with just my coach and his buddies because everyone else was finished with golf practice. Yeah. So I would hit like 9 holes with them, maybe do some like chipping and putting drills or whatever, and then I would go home. Okay. I would do that every day. So Monday through Thursday was that. Football practice, then golf practice, and then once matches started, the practice is dialed down a little bit. So it'd be like Monday and Wednesday is practice, Tuesday and Thursday is a meet or match, whatever, and then football on Fridays. Yeah. And every once in a while you'd have a meet or a match meet. I think match golf match.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, that works.
On Friday, and I'm like, well, guess I ain't going to that one, because I mean you're not gonna miss. I mean it was a team sport. Yeah, but it's.
Football's once a week.
Yeah.
You're not going to miss that.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's also, you're a lot more of a part of that than for golf. Like, golf, you can just sub anyone in and you have a person there. Yep. And we weren't really that competitive. It was our second year as having a golf team.
Oh, okay.
So I was hitting like 42, and our next golfer was hitting like 65.
Yes.
So
yeah. The program wasn't tuned up yet.
Yeah,
it was
like I was doing it because I wanted to give numbers, and I wanted to I liked golf.
Yeah,
I liked all the aspects with it, but
yeah. So the golf program was so new. Were they having to like recruit people? Were they like, hey, Mitch, or was that kind of your own accord going out for it?
My junior year, I did not like football. I did not like football. I didn't feel like I was utilized properly in football, so I was really salty about it. So my junior year, I didn't play football. I just golfed because it was our first year, and I was like, fuck it. That's what I'm doing. And I had the principal, I had the AD. They were calling me out of class like once a week to their office to try to convince me to play football. And I'm like, no, I'm not doing it. And once I started getting asked, I'm like, it was out of spite. I'm like, fuck you guys. No.
Yeah.
I'm
going to be stubborn.
This is bullshit.
To be stubborn at this point, right? Yeah.
So I really enjoyed it. And I really enjoyed my teammates and the experiences because it was fun. I mean, you basically go out on the golf course and just hit around and bullshit with people.
Yeah.
And I mean, I would hit one ball and then walk with 4 people, and they'd hit 6, and then we get up to mine, I'd hit another one, and it was just so chill that it was relaxing. And that's probably my biggest regret with golf specifically, is if I would have taken it a lot more serious, I probably could have been a lot better at it. But anyways, so football, golf, go practice, go meets, and then basketball was mainly winter sport, and then baseball and track, I would do baseball practice, and then I'd go and like throw javelin. And me and 2 of my buddies, or one of my buddies actually did both. The other ones I think started to and then ended up not, but he was also a thrower. And so for meets, practice I would do both. Meets I would every baseball game I went to, if there was overlap, baseball was a priority. But track meets I would go and I'd throw javelin every time.
That's all you do?
So
you were just throwing? I
would always run 4 events.
Okay.
But javelin was the only one that I was always doing.
Okay.
But my senior year, we got a new track coach, and he was a super analytical guy. So he'd be like, hey, if you can pick us up a 3rd place in this and a 2nd place in this, and like he'd place me in all these different events. So like I'd be like high jumping, long jumping, and doing the 100 this meet, and then I'd be doing the 200, the 4x1, and I would be doing different things all the time. And probably my favorite thing was the 4x1 because there was 4 of us. None of us practiced it. We didn't practice it one time in practice. It was only at a meet we ever did this.
Dude, I don't think that's possible.
We did so good. Because we played every other sport together, though.
Yeah.
So, like, you know the concept.
You have to have your steps down.
You know the concept, and you just gauged it. Like,
that's
you literally would
crazy
just,
to
like,
me.
be like, hey, he's getting close. I know about this fast. Let's go.
You're telling me you weren't looking back on handoffs? It's hand back? Like, it was
hand
smooth?
back. Every once in a while, you look back
of course,
a little bit,
yeah.
But, like, yeah.
I'm thinking, like, we used to practice that all the time.
Like we would
getting the steps down. You put the tape down, get the steps. Okay, 10 steps, and that's when I go.
Not once.
That's crazy.
Not once. Yeah.
We used to fuck it up all the time.
I mean, there was still times we fucked it up for sure. But
somebody'd be like,
we would be like,
it looked like a 4x4. There's the weight for the baton.
That happens.
Yeah. 8 teams. We're 8.
Yeah. Well, I forget how exactly that worked, but I remember there was times where our 4x1, like our main 4x1, we practiced it, was really good. Like, I'm pretty sure they went to states. But there'd be times they'd get first and we'd get like 3rd. Like, just kind of fucking off.
Yeah.
And it was just so fun to do because it's just like everyone, the expectations were 0 because no one practiced. So it's like, hey, just go out and do this. And we're like, okay, now we're going to do it.
Yeah.
But yeah, so matches, meets, all the fun stuff. Always through. So I would go down, like, we'd have football or baseball practice, and then I'd go down to the football field and throw a javelin. Yeah. And we'd throw, like, up and down the football field for, like, an hour.
Yeah.
Just me and my other buddy just bullshit, and then we'd do a couple long throws, do a couple, like, get our steps.
Yep. What's so specific? Like, there's one thing you can practice for that, right?
Yeah.
You're throwing.
Yep.
Like,
And I was doing it every day. Like, I'm throwing baseball, I'm getting arm stronger, and all the stuff.
Wonder why the elbow hurts these days.
Yeah, for real. 500 throws of a javelin a day, plus the other 700 from left to right.
Yeah.
I actually remember very vividly when I hurt my arm the very first time. It was my junior year, and we had this coach. He was some kid's dad, and he was just a fucking asshole. He did not like me. He did not like me. He volunteered, and he would just
gotta love getting off to the bad start right away, right?
Like, I'm like, dude, what? Why?
It's gonna be a long year.
We're doing long toss, and it's like late spring, so like we're not playing yet, but like early spring, so we're not playing yet, but we've been practicing for a while, so like you can throw, right?
Yeah.
I'm throwing end zone to end zone. Okay, long toss.
Yeah.
Just chilling, and he's giving me shit because it's up in the air too high. He's like, "Why are you throwing so far?" I'm like, "It's literally long toss. That's
long toss.
Why we're out here to do it."
Yeah.
So I got pissed off, and I did like a run, basically a javelin throw, where like I ran up, crow hopped, and threw like a fucking missile the whole way across the field.
Yeah.
And I don't remember how good it was. I do remember throwing, like it felt like it came out good, and then my arm hurt immediately. And I'm like, I shouldn't have done that.
You knew.
Like, yeah.
Yeah, that one's going to stick with me for the rest of my life now.
So I ended up getting like a bunch of tests done. I didn't tell anyone, but, well, I told my parents. I didn't tell the coaches because you can't not play, you know? But yeah, and then I had issues with it for a little bit on and off, but it was, for the most part, it was done. And then my senior year, same kind of thing. I was playing, have you been up to the Salzburg field?
I don't know if I have.
The little, it's really short, so it's like 260 in right field.
I don't think I've been there, no.
I think it's 260 in right, 280 in center, and then like 310 in left. Because there's a bank there that kind of contained us.
Yeah. How old were you when you played there, that field?
So that was just high school, so 17, 18.
Okay.
And so it's my senior year, and he's hitting fly balls, and of course he's putting them on the fence because, I mean, kind of have to when you're playing on a small field anyways.
Yeah.
But so he's doing that, and I'm supposed to throw to third, and my cutoff's nowhere close to where he's supposed to be ever. So I'm just throwing, and I mean, I'm probably throwing it like 2 feet over his head.
Yeah.
But they're not bouncing. I'm throwing right from the fence.
Right on the third base glove.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's just giving me shit for not hitting the cutoff. And I'm like, well, if he was there, he's like, hit the cutoff. And I'm throwing it, and the cutoff's just letting it go. Because he's like, it's
a good enough throw.
Yeah, it could be right here, and he's not going to catch it.
Yeah.
And he's just giving me shit. He said it like 5 times in a row, and then finally I yelled something at him. And he said something to me, and then the head coach, who, like, he was my football coach, and he's a good coach, but didn't know baseball very well.
Sure.
And he went off on him. And so
defended you.
Yeah. Well, because he's basically talking shit. And
and they're not used to having the guys being able to. Right, not a lot of. They got to hit the cut. Most guys got to hit the cut, right?
Yeah, but not even that. Like, if you're doing something that's not baseball smart, right? Like, if you should be hitting the cutoff and you're not hitting the cutoff, I understand it.
Yeah.
Okay. But cutoff needs to be in the right spot. You need to be game aware of like what's going on. Okay. Like, we're doing situational stuff, so it's not like, hey, your job is to hit the cutoff. It's, hey, run around first base, double in the gap or something, throw it to third base. I'm throwing it to third base.
Yeah.
Cutoff needs to be in the way.
It's the cutoff's job to be there.
Throw it level. Yeah. They cut it off. They shoot it.
Yeah.
Don't. If you overthrow if you're throwing a lollipop to your third baseman and they can't cut it off, then yes, shame on you because now you needed to cut 2.
Well, you're throwing to a spot.
Yeah.
They need to be there.
Exactly.
That's
But anyway, so he's going off and he's yelling at him. And his son was on the team, and he's playing third base. And I remember this so vividly. He goes, "I will never put a kid on this team down, except you," and points right at his son, and then picks back up ranting. Dude, I was laughing forever. I mean, that was one of those things where you like have the glove over your face.
Oh yeah. We've all had those moments.
Yep.
Yeah.
But sports, dude.
Dude, so many good memories from it. And, I can't wait to get into coaching someday. Yeah. It's going to happen. I don't know when, but...
Yeah. Now, do you think you want to stick with coaching baseball, football, all of the above? Baseball,
yes, but football was one where I kind of want to get... I'd love to coach quarterbacks. Like, I grew up playing the position for 10 years and kind of always gravitated towards it, had an admiration for it. Think I understand it well enough to coach at maybe a high school level or junior level or something. We'll see.
So
I think it's in the cards.
Question off of that:
Yeah, we're gonna switch off sports here.
No.
Okay.
I'll just kind of piggybacking on that.
Yeah.
I haven't been out of college for that long, right? I haven't been out of baseball for very long. Softball's similar-ish.
Yeah.
Right? So like the concepts.
Yeah.
That doesn't change.
Yeah.
I feel like I doubt my knowledge way more than I probably should, and I'm like second guessing basic shit.
Yeah.
Do you feel that way? And do you think that'll be like? I mean, obviously you just overcome it by doing your research and stuff, right? But do you think that's a hesitation at all?
Limiting factor to getting into even coaching or something?
Yeah.
That's a good question, because I always think of it too, like, you played college baseball. You were around guys a lot who all probably knew the game well, had played it most of their lives. Yeah. So that's kind of your perspective, but you got to realize, man, like, we know a lot about the game, like, growing up, even to a lot of, other people, average sports fans, or, kids just starting out. Like, we do have a lot of knowledge to pass along. You might not know it.
Yeah.
It's kind of innate.
Feel like it.
Subconsciously, you do.
Yeah.
So I think it's almost kind of like the circles you're in, the perspective of it. It's like, well, I do know a lot compared to most people. Like, I guess I should have confidence in that. I don't know. I think myself, I've always been pretty confident in what I know and stuff.
Knowledge.
I didn't play at a college level, so I'm not going to act like I know what a college quarterbacks coach or offensive coordinator would know about the game and the intricacies of, coverages and route concepts and things like that, just speaking of football. But in general, baseball, football especially, I feel like we've had hands-on experience since we were pretty young age. My parents were they were so great about, not necessarily pushing me too hard on something, but hey, let's introduce you to this.
Yeah.
Dad had a ball in my hands at 5-6 years old. Let's see if he likes it. And I did. So it just kind of took off from there. Like, I think I've always had confidence, just from playing so many different sports, being on different teams, different coaches, and all that sticks with you. So how do you feel about that? Do you think that you said you feel like you've struggled with that before?
Yeah.
Where's the rubber meet the road on that? Like,
it's just when I'm out of practice with it, like anything, like I expect the best from myself. Like, I want to be the best possible coach I can be. I want to be the best possible anything I'm doing. I want to be better than everyone at it. Is that healthy? Maybe not sometimes, but I think it pushes me to be a better person in general. And I guess I started to realize how long-lasting the effects of a coach can last, right? So for me to not consider something and, like, okay, you go off on a kid for something and it really fucks them up, that's not something I want to do, because I've seen that happen. I've had that happen where things, not positive things, have stuck with me from different.
You carry it off the field too. Yeah. Those moments.
And, it can not only fuck you up in, like, your sport, but it could fuck you up in life.
Yeah.
And I mean, I'm not saying that I've been fucked up in life by anyone in coaching wise, but I've definitely seen it. Like, I've seen people who are good athletes step away from games that they loved because of coaches.
Turns them off from the sport even.
Exactly.
Which is,
And I just think it's such a big responsibility that they just give out to a lot of people. And I think the biggest problem is schools don't value a good coach. Like, they want results, maybe, and sometimes it's not even that. It's just like, hey, let's throw this person over here that says they'll do it.
Yeah.
And it's not, okay, well, are they going to win games? Yes. Okay, that's good. Are they going to graduate? Like, are their kids going to graduate their program as good adults, as good human beings? Mm-hmm. That's not something they even consider. Yeah. And that's something that's more important to me than anything. Like, I will lose a game if it means teaching a kid a life lesson.
Yeah. You got to stick to the core values, man. It sounds cliche, but that's so true. Yeah. Because that's where everything resonates from. Mm-hmm. If you have those, it's going to show in your instructing, in your coaching, in your mentoring. Mm-hmm. I've been pretty blessed. I've had a lot of great coaches. You know, my dad was there, like I mentioned, a lot of the way with me. I had a coach through, speaking of baseball, through junior league and senior little league. His name was, I mentioned him earlier, his name was Kevin, and Kevin was just one of the guys that, like you said, you still, some of your core memories in that coach, if you had a good coach, is in that core memory. It's actually a big part of it. Why? And Kevin was a huge part of that. Had a lot of respect for him. He actually, he passed away. He had a heart attack. It's been a while. It's probably been 10 years at least, but man, it was devastating. Yeah. It felt like I lost an uncle or something, like a family member.
Yeah.
I remember being at his funeral and really breaking down. Yeah. Dude, that's how powerful it is having a good coach in those years where it's so important to kind of mold you who you are as a person.
Yeah.
You don't realize it in the moment, but you look back on it and you're like, man, that was huge. Like, I wouldn't be the person I am.
Yep.
The values I have. And I think of myself as a really resilient person. You know, when things get tough or kind of close around you, I always feel like that's actually when I perform my best, is when I can kind of push back and have that lean into that resilience.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you damn right that was from team sports. Like, I know it was.
Yeah.
That's the kind of stuff that will live with you and stick with you forever.
So piggybacking a little bit, two main things. So you and I were both fortunate enough. We had our dads very involved with baseball.
Sure.
Right? So for the people out there that are listening or watching, that just not everyone has that father figure in their life.
Absolutely.
So when you have a coach, you are taking that father figure role on for a lot of people.
Yeah.
And it might be something like T-ball, Little League, whatever it is, all the way up through college. But you can be impacting these kids' lives or these young adults' lives in such a way that, again, I just think it's so slept on how important that is, right? And additionally, your teammates. So your coach is your father figure. Your teammates are your brothers. My teammates from college could call me and be like, hey, I'm in a pinch. I need help. I'm going to help them out. I haven't talked to most of them in 8 years.
Yeah.
I'm going to help them out however I can. And that's just a bond that
it's powerful, man.
Is ridiculous.
I have one of my very best friends. He lives in Tennessee now, but when you said, like, if you had to pick up the phone and he'd be there, that's the guy.
Yeah.
We all have guys like that, likely through sports. Like, we've met those kind of people through sports. He's the same way, though. Like, if I needed him to, like, find a flight same day, I know he would.
Yep.
Yeah, it really is a brotherhood. And you'll cherish those things. Like, a lot of the guys that I still consider my closest friends, that's where I met them through. Because that's what I was into. But it's like, you carry that with you even after you're done playing, well off the field. It stretches beyond that. And that's a guy who I shared a locker with in high school too, in high school football. So, yeah, man, that's, and your point too, like, you're right, man. It's hard. And we both grew up in small towns and stuff, small communities. Yeah. And it's hard, man, it's hard to find good coaching who carry those values and want to, some of them might have, everybody's best interest in mind, but maybe they're not suited to, teach those skills too. It's sad to see sometimes because, like, back to my point, like, I think about the coaches I had, I'm like, yeah, I was pretty blessed. So,
extremely fortunate. And a little bit of a pivot, but same vein.
Yeah.
We were talking earlier a little bit about, being rewarded from the game for caring so much about it. And have you coached at all since you stopped playing?
Yeah, I did, actually. I coached junior league 13, 14-year-olds for 1 year.
Okay.
Right after I graduated college, I was home living with my parents for about a year and a half, kind of figuring out life at that point, 23, 24, 25.
Yeah.
And I got involved, and I managed a team, 13, 14-year-olds.
That's cool.
For one summer. So, yeah, I got a little bit experience, but.
So maybe you'll relate to this. The single most rewarding memory that comes to mind with baseball in general is a coaching memory. I'll leave out his name because if he listens to this, he's going to know immediately. But so I coached 2 years for Salzburg. 1 year for Salzburg, 1 year for River Valley.
I remember when you did because we were still playing. We were playing softball at that time together. Yeah.
And it was my brother's senior year, the first year I coached, and I was an assistant coach, but I was running everything. Like I wasn't doing like the scheduling and stuff like that, but I was I was putting a lineup, I was teaching everything, I was doing all of like the head coach stuff. And we had a shortstop, played for us all year. And he was a little bit of a mental case, a little bit, admittedly. But he was one of those kids who, if he messed up, like you had to pull him because he was going to be stuck on it for a while.
Yeah, you had to get his mind off of it.
And I wasn't
shift his.
I'm not a coach that does that.
Yeah.
I'm like, hey, figure it out.
You got to work through this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so last game of the season, playoff game, which playoff game for Salzburg is a pretty big deal.
I know what that's about. Yeah. Haven't had much success ourselves.
Yeah.
I mean, we did locally, but it's
for playoffs. Yeah. You'd get the playoffs. We're a single A school playing with all these double and triple A teams.
Yeah.
So you'd play good baseball or good sports the whole season, and then you get the playoffs, and you play against a Catholic school and get your ass kicked.
Yeah.
It's like, what? This sucks.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
But anyways, so he's playing shortstop. He has like 2 or 3 errors, right? And like his parents are like, hey, get him out of there. Like we're trying to win this game.
Yeah.
I'm like, no, I'm not pulling this kid. He's worked his ass off. I know what he can do.
Yeah.
And I want to say we had a mound visit and pulled everyone in. And I basically pulled everyone in to talk to him. I was like, hey, he's going to get you a ground ball. Fucking make the play. Get us out of this goddamn inning. It couldn't have been 2 pitches later. He gets a ground ball.
Yeah.
Dude, he dove, it legitimately could have been on ESPN. Dove, got the ball, stood up, threw the dude out at first. Like, perfect play. He was damn near in tears coming off that field. Like, and just to see.
He needed that from you, probably.
Yeah.
Like, he needed those words of, hey,
like,
yeah, I can do this.
Yeah. Like, I trust you.
Yeah.
I have faith in you.
Yeah.
You better have faith in you.
Yeah.
And then to see him prove to himself that he could do it.
Yeah.
Hands down the most rewarding thing I've ever experienced with, I would even go as far as say any sport.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's still something we talk about to this day. Like his parents will bring it up when we talk every once in a while. And it's like, that's the kind of long lasting impact that you can have.
Yeah.
And great kid, learned a lot of stuff. I learned a lot coaching him and his family members and my brother. Like just that whole crew was a blessing to be a part of.
It's crazy too. Like that made me think like they think of memories like that and they'll remind you of them. Sometimes you're like, you don't think of that memory.
Yep.
You're like, oh wow, like they remember that. He remembers that. That's when you know you had an impact.
Yeah.
You might not even have noticed it, but it's true.
Yeah, because I mean, okay, if you're coaching and let's say you coach for 30 years, you're gonna pick out a couple, like maybe your top 10 memories that really stick out, or if like someone brings it up, like you might recall it. But not every kid gets a lot of memories with their coaches, so those ones that stick.
Yeah. When it's like you might think about the games you've won, or maybe you had a championship you won, or so one of your kids threw a no-hitter, whatever the case might be. But their memories are the ones you're like, back to that, like, oh, that wasn't even the one I was thinking of, but that mattered.
Yep.
You're damn right it mattered. That's the power of, I think, team sports and coaching. Yep. In a nutshell too.
Absolutely.
Yeah. We've been talking sports for about 20 minutes now.
I feel like it's
Should we pivot?
What, about 45 minutes? 55. So we're about an hour already. Goddamn.
Well, you and I could sit here all day.
Yeah, we could literally.
I mean, we literally were in on the couch in your house, and I'm like, should we just pull the camera out now and roll this thing? Because I know how you and I are when we get together.
Oh yeah, let's just talk forever.
Yeah,
it's always good conversation. Never know where it's gonna go, but
yeah.
Let's try to pivot for a second.
Yeah. But, what do you got for me?
Well, so you'd mentioned wanting to talk about the trip, Ocean City trip. So let's lighten it up a little bit and talk about that.
I'll go back to secrets anytime you want. How's that?
I'm down. Oh, that dude, I can't even tell the story that came to mind for that. Nope, not gonna do it. Leave the audience listening wondering.
Dude. Well, I just think, my core memories from that trip were the 85 beer cans on the front porch night one. We hadn't even slept in our beds yet.
Every one of them shotgunned. Hey, Swan, we gonna shotgun? No, I ain't gonna shotgun. 5 minutes later, out in the porch with shotgun beer.
You are one of the few people I know. When I say no to something, it's gonna come back around. My arm's getting twisted, and I'm saying yes eventually.
You are welcome.
Well, yeah, I'm a little soft on the inside. You just gotta harden me up a little bit. That's fine. Literally, figuratively, whatever you want to go with it. We'll get off on that tangent a little bit. I ain't scared of it.
Oh shit. I wish I had 2 more beers right now, because I would definitely make a shotgun something.
That's good content.
That is good content.
You really need to think about that.
Which part, the shotgun and beers?
Well, yeah. Yeah. I think that you could maybe even make like a brew bank segment. Little brew bank shotgun segment. Hey. They might like that.
We could try that.
That might be a little feature for their channel.
Beer's so good, you don't want to drink it fast, but you can.
So what's the... do you have any alcohol that you're like, you had a bad experience with at one point and it's caused permanent PTSD on you? Because I have a couple.
So yes, absolutely. The first one that comes to mind wasn't really that bad, but I did a bourbon tasting video for this season, right? Which we'll actually tell the people about later, because we're drinking some of it.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
But we had a local distillery that we got a bottle from. In blind testing, we rated it very poorly. It was so bad.
1 out of 5?
So much shit on. I think the average, like the actual 1 out of 10. So we did 1 to 10, and the average between the 4 of us was like 2.25 or something. Like, it was bad.
Is this place still in business?
Currently, I think. I don't know the answer to that, actually.
Did you see reviews before you had tried it?
No.
Okay.
I knew nothing about this.
You knew nothing about it, okay.
Knew nothing about this.
Yeah.
It was mixed into the tasting, and it was just not good.
Yeah.
But I think the question you were actually asking, not that, was like too drunk off of something.
Yes.
Right?
So, like, Fireball is a... Listen, I know you would twist my heart. Swan, Fireball shooter?
Yep.
I don't want to do it. Swan?
The cap's already off.
Swan? Okay.
Can't put the cap back on.
Give it to me. My 2 worst hangover experiences, by far, they'd stick out, are from Fireball.
Really?
Terrible.
Damn.
Terrible hangover experiences.
I think I have some Fireball at the house, so we can recreate that later.
We want to do a little side shoot inside later with just Fireball shooters.
We'll cut to a little clip right now of us doing a little shot.
I love it.
So if we only have 1, Swan will be drinking it. But if we have 2, we'll do it together.
Yeah. If I have to cut out of this and take a bathroom break, can you cut out of this?
I can. Yeah. You need to pee.
Yeah, I do.
We peed before we started, and he has to pee again.
I know, because I drank 4 beers.
While we're paused, really quick, I want to say a special thank you to the Brew Bank for giving us Andy Shandy to share with our guests and to sponsor the podcast. So thank you, Brew Bank. You're awesome. So is your beer. We appreciate you. Back to the show.
What were we talking about on your couch earlier? We had a couple subjects that I feel like I wanted to circle back on that were fun. But this is how it goes with us. We just kind of keep shooting the shit.
What are we gonna talk about? I don't know. And then, or we'll list 3 things and then not talk about that one time.
Dude, we've had some good times at my place when you've come over and just like, we just get into some sort of bottle.
Yep.
And just.
How many times have I stopped in like, hey, what are you doing right now?
Dude, you did that the one time. It was you and Tanner. And my coworker from DC was in town.
Yes.
And we were at Riley's at the bar. And you're like, hey, I'm here. And then it was like 8 seconds later, you were tapping me on the shoulder. It's Tanner. Oh, hey, guys. Your brothers, dude, so me and Pat talk about this sometimes.
Okay.
And, Pat's obviously met, your brothers. And your mom had to take care of his foot that one day when he cut it when we were kayaking. Dude, jumping off the rope swing.
Yep.
And you and your brothers are so funny to me because, like, you guys are all three of you are unique in your own way. You're all kind of different, but you're all kind of a unique chaos in your own way. Not a bad chaos by any means, but that dynamic, I think about what your mom probably had to grow up with. I'm like, bless that woman.
Yep. She's a saint for dealing with us. Yes. That is for sure.
Yes, she is. Yeah. Your parents are great. I love them. They're good people.
Oh, I love them too. I wish I get to spend some more time with your family.
Yeah. I feel like I've met them a couple times and got to have some short conversations, but nothing.
Yeah, they love coming down, man. They love coming to games. They try to get to 1 or 2 games, in the summer and stuff, and they love doing it. And it's funny because like they're small town people, right?
Yeah.
They grew up in that Kersey, St. Mary's area in Elk County, and born there, will die there. Like that's them. They love coming to Pittsburgh sometimes and visit, and it's not. They've been here enough times where it's not like a fish out of water. Even though what they say is traffic isn't really traffic.
Yep.
Dad, you're still going 65 miles an hour. I'm sorry, there's a lot of cars on the road, but this ain't traffic.
You're still moving? Yeah, it doesn't
it's not traffic. Yeah, yeah. When it takes you 25 minutes to go 5 miles, then then talk. Yeah, man. They're it's crazy. They're they're seeing them getting older too. It's like. It's nice being close enough. I can get to their house in 2.5 hours.
Yeah.
I'm up there all the time. I probably go up there 10, 20 times a year and get to see them. My sister and stuff are still up there. So, but I like Pittsburgh. I've been there 10 years now and, works there and stuff. And I can still get back in the country and get a breath of fresh air.
Yeah.
You know what that's like when you need it and stuff.
What you foresee yourself staying in Pittsburgh? You ever think you'll move out that way, or what do you think?
I don't know. I'm pretty content where I'm at now. Like my company's based in Pittsburgh that I work for, and it's different because I can kind of be remote a lot of the time, so I can go where I want.
Yeah.
I can see it down the road, especially where I grew up. We have some land, and I like to hunt there and stuff, and having those hobbies right where you grew up is really nice. So you kind of want to hold on to that, have hunting camp, always be hunting camp.
Yep.
But then I think as I get older, I might get into the mindset, well, maybe I kind of want to live by hunting camp.
These 2
or live in hunting camp.
Old.
yes. So I could see myself getting there someday.
Yeah.
Not there yet, but I've been fortunate that, my one of my very core groups of friends, and I've been so fortunate with softball to meet you, and we've become close over the last 5 or 6 years.
Yeah.
And those guys on our team, we've been together now for that time. It's always been the core guys.
Yeah.
So I've built relationships with them, but I also have really, really tight relationships with, my high school friends. Those are my boys that I've been friends with since 15, and a couple of my guys who, they graduated high school or college. And they also moved to Pittsburgh. So I kind of got that circle now locally in Pittsburgh. We all kind of gravitated there.
That's cool.
Because it's tough, right? You know it's like growing up in a small town. It's hard, job-wise.
Yeah.
You got to be in a couple of different fields if it's such a manufacturing town. If you're an engineer, process engineer, or mechanical, electrical, it's easier to find those jobs. But you get out of that realm, and it's like...
looking elsewhere.
Let's broaden the horizons a little bit. And Pittsburgh's I'm not a big city guy. I couldn't personally see myself living in like a New York City, or like a Chicago. Pittsburgh's a good speed, I think for me too. So
I always say I'd like to live in New York City for a year.
Yeah. I could see you thriving doing that type of thing because you like adventure and you like a little bit of that. You can kind of create from the unknown for yourself.
Yes.
And I could see you doing well in that setting. I
thrive off of other people's energy. Like, I love being around people.
Yeah.
If I'm by myself, I will sit here and do nothing. But if I'm with people, I'm like, hey, let's go do this thing that we have a memory together.
Yes.
And I think that by itself is probably the biggest motivator for me doing a lot of stuff is the memories with people.
Yeah.
Like, I want to... All the memories you look back on, when you think about them, you're like, why the fuck do we do that? I have no idea.
Yeah.
Let's do that more. Like, why are we doing this? I don't know.
Yeah.
Good story.
Sometimes it's not about where you're at in the map, but who you're with, right?
100%.
It's 100%.
100%.
I'd say not even sometimes. I'd say all the time.
Every time.
Yes.
You could be in the most beautiful place in the world with no one, and you're going to be less happy than sitting in your living room couch with someone who means a lot to you.
Yeah.
100% of the time. And I think, so I do a lot of camping and traveling, and there's a ton of different groups out there, right? And it's probably my biggest complaint is everyone's pushing so much for this solo travel. Yes, you should experience the world. Yes, you should go out there, and don't let not having people doing stuff with you stop you from doing things, but find the people who are doing those things and do it with them.
Yeah.
Like, have someone that you have that memory with. Because when you die, if no one else shared that memory is gone forever.
Mm-hmm.
So make more memories with more people. Live on for a lot longer because, hey, you remember that one dude? You don't have to remember who you are, but that one dude that we did this one stupid thing with, that was a good time.
Yeah.
If no one else is there, you don't get that.
That's what makes it everlasting. And when you can connect on those memories, like, I think about, if I'm by myself, I think about the things that we've done. Trips we've gone on Ocean City, but it's when we get together and we start BSing about those things and getting into the stories.
Yep.
That's when it's like, man, that did mean a lot. You know?
Yeah. And having that to, like, okay, you telling that story to someone else, right? You're looking them in the eye when you're telling the story.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh yeah, that's cool. But when we're sitting here and we're like, oh my God,
dude, I forgot about that.
And we're just back and forth. That's the best. Like, it's you get all those feelings. Like, and that feeling is almost better than the actual feeling of being there. Like, being drunk in a bar is like, okay. But us being like, do you remember that? And then this chick said this, and then that dude did this. We're like, oh, that feeling is better than all the other parts of it.
Literally creating memories.
Yes.
Yeah, that you can share. Yeah.
And then it's just, I don't know. I think that's something that more people really need to focus on in their lives. It's just being with the people. And it sounds like you're fortunate enough to also have the people in your life. And also, I don't think I have a lot of people from like high school that I still connect with like that. So I'm a little envious of that. And I think shame on me, because I think where I messed up is I didn't put in the work in those relationships. And so I don't deserve to have those because, I didn't go back home and reconnect with people when maybe I could have, or I didn't reach out when things happened and they maybe could have used someone to talk to. Yeah. I'm really big on that now. Yeah. But I definitely wasn't.
You're so local too. You can do that.
Yeah, I'm trying. I'm trying now. I feel like a lot of the people that I'm reconnecting with now are people that I did not get along with in high school. And that's kind of a funny thing where it's like, fuck you. And then it's like having a normal conversation. It's like, oh, wait, you're actually a pretty good guy.
Yeah.
Like,
isn't it crazy?
You're not a child anymore. This is crazy.
Yeah. It's crazy how your outlook changes. And like, you're like, man, when you get in those moments with those people that you maybe didn't see eye to eye with, or you just, it's not even that you had anything with them, beef or anything, but you just weren't like good friends. You see me, you're like, man. And then you do some self-reflecting. You're like, wow, I've changed a lot too.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it's, you see the growth and on both ends, like you're saying, yours and then other parties is interesting.
So what's on the what's up with 2026? What do you want to do this year, travel wise? Do you have some things that because obviously you've done so much camping and stuff, and like you've traveled. You went to Germany a couple of years ago, and I remember we wanted to go to Oktoberfest and stuff.
I still want to go. Still on the list.
Do you got some things you want you want to get off, check off this year?
Yeah, so a couple big things that I'm trying to work on. So pretty much everything I'm doing is focused on like the YouTube channel and the podcast and all of like the community stuff.
Yeah.
Two big events I'm planning currently are the Canal Camp Out, which we're camping on the canal in Salzburg, which you better be available because you have to be there.
When is this?
May 1st to 3rd. So it's coming up quick.
Okay.
So get your tickets. I got room in my tent. You can snuggle up.
Yeah, we're like 2 months away. Okay. Yeah.
And then the other one is actually up in Ridgway. It's Christmas in July 24th, 25th, 26th. And the plan for that is there's a campground. So have you ever been to the Chainsaw Rendezvous out there?
No.
So that's like, it's a really big international chainsaw carving thing.
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Yes, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Well, so there's a location that they moved to like 2 or 3 years ago.
Yeah.
It's like kind of down by the river.
Because they used to do it like right downtown Ridgway, like on Main Street there.
But apparently the town people were getting annoyed with how much noise and stuff, which, I mean, chainsaws running right next to your house all day probably get a little annoying. So fair. But anyway, so they changed locations. We're doing it at that location. And the plan is to like have people like decorate their tents and stuff for like Christmas lights and stuff.
Yeah.
And then we're doing a kayak float and having people decorate their kayaks and float that way. And just everything's be Christmas themed and just fun stuff.
Yeah. You gonna stop in a brew bank when you go up?
For sure.
Yeah.
Sure. They'll actually probably have a booth at the event with us. So they have like a little pop-up brew bank thing that they'll hopefully be bringing. We're still working on the details, but they are partnering with us, and then we're also partnering with the Creative Cup, who is the coffee shop in town. Some really cool people, so I'm excited for that. And then the other trip that we're trying to plan isn't very set in stone at all yet, but would technically be our first. Not technically, it would be our first international trip, but it's what is it? I think it's called 1,000 Islands National Park or State Park. It's like just across the border in Canada.
Okay.
But we're trying to do that for fall.
Ooh.
So to go up there, catch some foliage, and just camp in a cool spot.
Is it like Ontario? Is it that
straight above? So it's northeast of us.
Oh, so you got to cut up through. You got to go up through like Maine.
Not near Maine. So like basically, you go through New York.
Yeah.
But like,
trying to picture the New England states in my head.
Northeast, more north than east through New York. It's like right off the.
You go east of Buffalo. You're not going as far west as Buffalo, where we go. Yeah.
I think.
Is that kind of your camping group that you typically do stuff with, or?
So as of now, it's just something that I'm going to start putting out there, and I don't know who's going to come.
Yeah, there you go.
Something that's I think is going to be a really big change for this year is I'm kind of changing focus on trying to get the group that I've been with for the last couple years to be the people who are always at the events. And I'm just trying to have the events that I want to have and bring in as many people, and I still really want the people who have been there to be there.
Sure.
But I don't want to be like, oh, hey, this person can't come, so I'm not doing this thing, or this person can't make it this weekend, so I'm not doing that thing. And it's really hard because I have a lot of really close friends that I want in all of these. But last year, I found myself not doing so many trips because, so-and-so can't make it on this date. Well, so-and-so can't do this date. So you have like 4 different options, and a quarter of your people are missing in each option, so you just don't do it.
Yeah.
So I'm really trying to focus on, I'm doing it, this is what I want to do. This is when I can do it. So I'm going to host it, do it that weekend, and I want everyone that can come. I don't want just this group. I don't want just this group. I want literally anyone who wants to be there and enjoy it with us to be there.
Yeah.
So that's a little bit of a change up, and it's a little scary because when you're not accommodating to your group and you're not going and saying, hey, can everyone make this?
Yeah.
Then you risk having no one come up or like show up.
Sure.
So I'm a little nervous for that part, but we'll see. And it'll work out. I mean, it'll work out how it's supposed to. The people who are supposed to be there will be there.
Yeah.
And we'll see.
What's when you think about like what you've been doing the past few years, like with Meander More and like with your stuff, like what's in your eyes, what's the evolution of it? Where do you want to kind of lean into?
So the community aspect I really enjoy. I really enjoy hosting events. I think it really stems into two different parts: the branding stuff, and then the community. The community, I just want to have events as many places as I can.
Sure.
Get as many. My goal is just to get people outside, and my goal for this year is actually choose 3 ambassadors. So I'd like to grow enough to where I can have people in different locations having events that are meander more.
Yeah, kind of like your cornerstones of your what you got going on. Yeah.
But so have people out there doing stuff and helping me grow the stuff and reward them in a way that's meaningful, because that's one thing that I've not had from some groups that I was a part of, which kind of fed into me starting mine. Was I'm doing all this stuff, I'm busting my ass, I want some support, I'm not getting it.
You need somebody else carrying the torch with you, right?
Yes, exactly. So doing that, and then the branding part of it is like, okay, the channel and the community all have its own stuff, right? So maybe merch, and I'd like to get into camping gear. So like, hey, this is it wouldn't be a Meander More chair, but like basically start like a little brand of like, this is gear that I would use. I'd like to push it to beginners, and I want it to be as cheap as I possibly can be, in quality, because I think those are two things that just need to be necessary for people to go outside. Because if it costs you $1 million to go, like the whole point of going outside is because it's cheap.
It's
I don't
reasonable.
have to spend $15,000 to go outside and enjoy nature. I can get a $3 chair, a $2 burger, or a $2 hot dog, and go out. And
there's not a ton for people to consider when they want to commit to it or not.
Yes. So if I can streamline that, those are kind of the two different sides to it. But I mean, still in the early, phases of figuring all this stuff out. So we'll see how it morphs and whatnot. Between now and then. But
do you have I'm thinking about like some of the places you've partnered with now. Like, do you have a certain brand, whether it's like a camping specific, outdoor specific, or that you would be like, man, that would be a dream partnership? Throw a plug in here for future opportunity.
Yes. There's a couple that I'd really like to work with. They're all so different. And
putting you on the spot.
Yeah. So the first one that comes to mind is Nemo. Nemo is just a camping brand that has really high end, like backpacking and stuff like that. There's something about their branding and their products that just really
kind of resonates with who you are, what you like.
So that's my only hang up. They are not a cheap, budget friendly brand. They are hey, I'm in camping, I'm doing this a lot, and I want the best stuff. I'm committed to this. Which I do think once you get to that point, that's what you need to do. Like, make sure this is something you like to do, so you don't go spend $1,000 on a tent and then never use it. Go buy a $5 tent, go use it, see if you enjoyed the experience that wasn't the tent, and if the tent was the thing you didn't like, get a nicer tent. But that's my only hang up with them, is they're so pricey on their stuff. But from what I've seen, it is, in experience, I have a sleeping bag from them, and it's phenomenal. It's so significantly better than anything I grew up with. I'm sure you're the same. My sleeping bag was like the Coleman sleeping bag that was like 30 years old when I got it 30 years ago. Like,
there's been 3 other bodies that have been laying in that consistently, probably.
Exactly.
Before I touched it.
We always called sleeping bags fart sacks because they always just smelled like ass from everyone fucking ripping ass in them.
It's like a long-term Dutch oven.
Yes, exactly. It's like, this is 7 generations of shit in here right now.
Dude, so we were the same. Our mascot was the Flying Dutchman, and they named the gymnasium, our basketball, to the Dutch oven. Somebody put a big Dutch oven like logo, and I don't think I think they were cheerleaders, and I don't know if they fully understood the term of Dutch oven when they did the artwork for it, but it stuck for a while.
That's awesome.
I think they took it down now. I think they took the mural down.
They figured out Urban Dictionary and were like, maybe we should take that out.
Oh, wow, this has been here for 10 years. Well, I guess it's never too late to walk ourselves back on this.
Could be worse. Oh, shit.
What was was it Salzburg High? Was that what was the school name?
Salzburg Junior Senior High. Yeah.
Okay. What was you guys' mascot?
Trojans.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah.
The Flying Dutchman?
I mean, well,
We got so much shit for being condoms. That was our thing.
Yeah,
Which,
but
I mean, there's worse things.
But there's some big brands with the Trojans as their mascot. You got Southern California, USC, and
yeah, I mean, I definitely didn't hate it. We were red and white, red and black for every. It was red and white and red and black for like everything until softball.
Those are good color schemes. I feel like you can do a lot with those jersey combinations and stuff. And
even in college, I got those colors. And
yeah,
my
you did.
Favorite was
LaRoche.
Our red and black. Our red and white home jerseys. It was like white pants and then like a nice red and white.
Did you guys do alternate jerseys at all?
So we had 3 uniforms. We had our red jersey with like a white, like a whitish stripe, and then white pants, and then we had black pants, or dark gray pants with black jersey, and then we had a like 3/4 black pant with black socks, and then like a football black jersey that was sick. Sick. That was my favorite jersey by far.
Dude.
By far. But we had just got them. I want to say it was maybe my sophomore year is when we got the fully New York uniforms. Mm-hmm. But, I love them.
What's been your favorite, we've had a number of different color schemes for softball. Do you have it? I've had some that I'm like, this is not it.
Yeah.
I haven't liked the blue ones, the baby blue ones that we did a couple years ago. Mm-hmm. I don't know if you played much that summer.
I did not.
I didn't love those as much, even though I like Carolina colors, but those weren't it for some reason. Yeah. The navy blues that we did with the American colors, so the American flag design.
Yeah.
I think those are sick.
Yeah, those are my favorite. The red, white, and blue, I loved.
Yeah.
I did. Yellow was probably my least favorite from what I remember. I fucking hate yellow.
The Murder Hornets.
Yeah. I like the Murder Hornets was nice. That was a fun little play.
It was, yeah.
But I'm not a yellow fan. I don't like, on me, I like yellow, I don't like wearing yellow. It's just something that I don't feel.
It's 100% not the best color scheme for your sports uniforms either. I can agree with that. Yeah.
And I think that's a huge part of it is the whole look good, feel good, play good thing is real.
Yeah.
So like, put me in something cool.
Absolutely.
I don't want to go out there and be like, oh, that's funny. No, I want to be fucking badass.
Dude, you remember you came to what was the game you showed up and you played second base in your flip flops for the first inning?
Oh, it was
because you were always known for show and go.
Yep.
I almost texted you today. Hey, I'm going to be show and go for the podcast.
Show up.
I still say that to people. I'm like, I'm a show and go today.
Yeah.
And I stole that from you.
I love that. I love that so much. That was at POW, and I was running to the field because we had to run across the field.
Yes.
And I was almost
probably parked in that back parking lot, right? Where you got to run past the T-ball field.
Yep.
And it's a little bit of a jaunt.
I'm running in my slides with my glove and my spikes. That's all I brought.
Yeah.
And I was like, just throw these on real quick. And the umpire said, no, we're starting. So I was like, okay. Threw my spikes, threw my phone, and then just start playing second base.
That's the one
had 2 balls hit at me immediately.
You did.
Immediately.
Yes. That's the game where you're like, man, I wish we were the away teams who were batting first.
Yep.
Then again, you're always batting in the top 3 anyway, so you might have been hitting the slides for your first AB.
That'd probably been easier. Shit.
Still would have hit a ball.
Dude, I loved hitting there. I
remember the first time my dad came down, and he didn't know any of the guys yet, and he's like, who is this kid, this Mitch kid? Jeez, he hits the ball hard. I'm like, yeah, he does. He's like, I wouldn't have guessed it. I'm like, yeah, I know.
Look at the stance? Yeah, I wouldn't have guessed
it. Back to when we first met, I'm like, that was my first impression, too.
Yeah, I get that a lot.
Yeah.
Shit.
Man, we've talked a lot of sports stories.
Yes, we have.
Which, it's funny because that's where a lot of good memories hinge and stuff. Trying to think what I got going on this year, man. I got a wedding in Nashville. Love Nashville. We've been taking some guys trips down there, and one of my buddies who I mentioned lives in Tennessee.
Yeah.
He's like an hour and a half from there. So it's a good excuse to kind of get down there and go to Nashville, so going to be there Memorial Day. I'm actually going to Seattle this year. I'm excited to see. So I've never been to the Pacific Northwest at all. I don't know if you have.
I have not on my list.
So I'm excited to I'm going to spend a few days in Seattle in November. Of course, I'm going there for a sporting event because Penn State plays there.
Of course.
So that's hey, at least it gets me out there, right, baby?
Yeah, I will take it. We'll take it.
So I'm kind of excited to see a little bit of the Pacific Northwest. Yeah. Do you have places in the States that you're like, or events like in locations in the States where you're like, man, I really want to hit that at some point?
Pacific Northwest is probably one of my biggest areas I want to visit.
Yeah.
I'm a little afraid, to be honest. I don't know that I'll come back.
Yes, you will.
I want to leave so bad.
Oh, you're saying you'll just find a home there.
Yeah. Like I'll just go there and be like, oh, this is my.
I thought you meant you were like, I'm gonna get myself in trouble. Well, I mean, coming back.
Maybe that too. Well, who knows? No, but so Pacific Northwest and then Alaska. I really want to get up to Alaska. But it's just everything. I'm afraid it's so far from family. I'm afraid I'm going to go there and then be torn on, being out where I feel happy and fulfilled, and then being home with my family where I feel the most fulfilled. Yeah. So it's like
you get a week there and you're like, kind of want to be here more than a week.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, my only experience was Yellowstone, and that was 2 months. And if you'd have told me I could stay there forever, I'd be like, yep, I'm moving right now. Like.
What'd you do out there? Didn't you get a job out there?
Yeah.
Did you road trip it and stuff?
I road tripped out, and then I just did like housekeeping for this lodging company.
Yeah. How'd you find them?
So I was looking for jobs. I forget the website, but it's basically just jobs where they offer you housing in cool places in exchange for work, and you get paid too. But housing was a big thing. Like a lot of places would be like, "Hey, we'll pay you $25 an hour." But housing is $1,500. It's like, dude, you're paying me for 20 hours a week. That the $1,500 is more than what you're paying me. So like, how am I supposed to do that?
Yeah.
But this place, it was housing and you got paid, which was cool. I really enjoyed it a ton. They actually just shared I did a time lapse while I was there, and they just shared that the other day. But
you got some cameo time.
Yeah, so I got
nice.
I got to do a couple of things. I got to play softball out there, actually.
Did you really? Yeah, I didn't know this. Did we talk about this?
I don't think so. So they told me originally, and this was the year after the Yellowstone flooded, so there was a lot of damage done in the area. And so I'd go to places and they'd be like, yeah, this wasn't like this before, and whatever. But where they played softball was completely destroyed. So I showed up day one expecting like a softball field, and it was basically like pebble rock, like some dirt that they had poured over the pebble rock, and then giant boulders stacked high in outfield, and then you have the mountains in the background.
Yeah, so it's like some
beautiful
fantasy field you'd play on in like Triple Play Baseball 2003 on PS2 or something like that.
And
it's crazy.
So yeah, it was different. The beautiful views. But
was there even an outline of an infield?
No.
Or it was just a...
Yeah, no, it was... So by the time I left, yes. But when we started, it was not.
Yeah.
It was... we had, like, throw-down bases.
Yeah.
There was a fence that was down first baseline, but it was, like, the cow fences, like the two logs. Like, no, not stop. It just stopped you. It didn't stop the ball.
Like an electric fence or something?
No. like the logs. Electric fence would have been way funnier, though. Catch that ball at first base, hanging off the fence.
I would have ran into that.
100%. You run into every fence you can.
100%, dude.
So make the plays, though.
Yeah. Dude. And again, these old-timer stories, my dad always used to talk about, like, he said the guys on the team, they called him Cannonball because he would just run through fences. Played outfield, left, center.
So the apple doesn't fall far from the tree.
Yeah, it checks out. It 100% checks out, dude. There's something about when the ball's in the air, it's like, I'm like a puppy dog chasing after a ball. Like, I'm just like, that's mine. I'm going to get it. Yep. Might run into my right center fielder. Yeah, sometimes I got to check my awareness on those moments where I'm like,
You've made it this far.
we've had a few fence encounters. Were you there when the day I cut my eye open? Yeah.
That wasn't fun.
No. I remember Joe and I were after like the next game we walked up. He's like, I want to see where you cut your eye open. And we found like a little where the plastic they meet, but they're separated a little bit. He's like, dude, I think your face went right here. It's crazy.
Funny shit, dude. Well, Swanee, I think we're about over our time limit here. Where are we at?
Like an hour and a half.
Nice.
That sounds about right.
We're a little over.
Yeah.
So I'd like to wrap it up.
You don't want to go 3 hours?
I don't think we should. We could.
I think we could.
I mean, maybe that'll be the next episode. We'll just make an entire season of just us talking.
Yes.
Non-stop.
Mini series. Mini episode series. Yeah, I'd love to come back too, man. Sometime it'd be. Awesome.
We'll have to figure some shit out, and we'll get to. I mean, like you said, we could talk about anything forever. So, we did stick to sports, which is no surprise, and it was a great conversation. So thank you.
I thought we'd get into relationships at some point.
Yeah, I was hoping we'd get to talk a little bit of just different stuff, but we'll save that for next time.
Yeah.
But I want one question for you.
Yeah.
It's kind of deep, especially considering where we're coming from off the topic.
Yeah.
What is one thing What is one core value if you were coaching younger you, or let's say you were coaching your son, that you'd want to make sure you instilled in them in sports?
Yeah, I think about all my beers flying. Well, I think about, what my parents instilled in me. First things I think of are accountability and showing up and being present, and being counted on by your teammates and your coaches. I think that's a pretty baseline core right there that I want to instill in my kids or kids that I coach for sure. I think more than anything, it's just care about the people around you. If you care deeply about things, you're going to put your best foot forward and put effort into it. I think it's as simple as that. You care about the people around you that you play with, that you work with. That's how I would. That's how I'd want my kids to, to treat people.
I got a lot, dude.
Yeah,
I got a lot.
Yeah.
Well, Swanee, thank you for being here.
Yes, sir, buddy. We shake hands.
Yeah, we can shake hands.
Love you.
Love you too, buddy.
Yeah.
We're gonna do a little shot here to send us off.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's do it.
And then, so this is. We talked about the blind bourbon tasting. This was our number 3 winner overall, which ended up being Maker's Mark. So I'm not sure if you've ever had Maker's Mark.
Of course, I have had Maker's Mark. Yes.
It's actually one of my favorite whiskeys for an old fashioned. But just little shot skis here.
Yeah.
And we'll drink the rest of the bottle back at the house. But yeah, Swanee, thank you for being here. I really appreciate you.
Cheers, man.
To many more memories.
Yes. So thanks, man. Appreciate you having me. Thank you.
I'm kind of surprised you finished that in one go. We're zooming in on your face right now, too.
Get a little of that pucker up.
It has a little bit of burn to it.
That's just me performing when the camera's on.
Oh, good stuff.
That's good.
All right. That is all we got. We are going to roll out with the credits to the Buy Me a Log supporters. So stick around for them. And then after that, we have our animal sound of the episode, which is a new thing we're doing this season. There it is. Basically, I just play an animal sound at the end of the episode, and they have to guess what animal makes that sound.
Like that, yeah.
So this last week's is on the screen right now, right here. That's the animal that was making that sound. And then after the credits, we'll play this week's, and comment down below what animal you think it is. But that's all we got. Until next time, I appreciate you. Peace.
Love you. Bye.
Love you. Bye.
A huge thank you to everyone who bought a log this season. Some of you sparked the fire,
others kept it burning, but every one of you helped make Campfire Convos possible. So from the bottom of my heart, thank you so much. And now, down in the comments, let me know what animal you think makes this call.